What's going on, people? Kind of a little, or I guess I should say, a bigger life topic I kind of want to go over with you guys because there might be a few things changing in my life. And, I'm kind of just hoping and praying that it all works out because I think I've just like finally made the decision. And it's been a decision I've been contemplating for like 6 months now. I'm like, oh, should I do this? Would it be worth it? Um, is it worth the risk? And then, I ask myself, that I did a question yesterday, on an uncomfortable decision. And the whole time yesterday, I was thinking about that question, you know, three questions that I can ask myself whenever I'm like faced with an uncomfortable decision. If no to any, like, don't do it. And, it's probably going to be one of the hardest, decisions that I think I have to do because I have so many people depending on me, and I have a lot of, I don't know, a lot of people telling me I shouldn't do it. It's good to have that layer of protection there, all this different stuff, but at the same time, maybe that same layer of protection has stopped me from growing as much as I should be growing, Um, because I'm so in love with fitness coaching. I just had a client hop on. He's one of my best friends. Um, and like I can tell like right now I'm like visibly changing his life along with my own because I feel like I've never put like I feel like the way I'm thinking about clients and people and money and all this stuff is changing so rapidly that like I have this opportunity in front of me, and should I just go all in and invest on myself? Um, and I think it's about that time that I do so because I ask myself the three questions, man. Will this get myself closer or further from my goals? And in no way, shape, or form will it not get me closer to my goals because I'm taking a risk that will help me. And two, does increase your chances from doing it on your own. Um, Kinda, yeah. You know, it's that question doesn't apply as much to it, but it does carry weight in its own way. And then, do I have access to the money to get started? And I would say I have access to the money that'll keep me safe when I do it, right? I currently don't have like I'm not rich. I'm not a crazy guru. I'm not like anything insane, but I do have ambition, right? And that ambition right now, I feel like it's being channeled in such a good way. And it's like, if I have another client or two hop on, I'm quitting my job. That's like, and that's something that I've been trying to do for 6, 7 months. I quit one of them, and that one was like my less earning job. And then now I'm doing this. And, like, it's super scary because it's like, I've been told my whole life that you got to find a job and a career that, boosts you. No one ever talks about go start your own business, go do this, go do that. And like, I just think it's time for me to change. I've been comfortable for too long, especially with my job. But at the same time, I've been uncomfortable because every day I go into work, I just hate it. Like I work the 5, 6 hours and like I just can't. I'm in an environment where it's like not suitable for who I want to be and who I want to become, and maybe that same environment is holding me back from who I could be. So hopefully, I mean, I want to kind of inspire you guys because I've been working this job for like a year, almost, and I've always been a job hopper, and I think like I don't want to do another job again, apart from what I'm doing now, whether it's fitness coaching or helping fitness coaches, whatever I'm doing, and I kind of want to encourage you guys, if you guys have that risk out there, that no matter what, like I'm not going to die if this happens. I think that's my brain. Like my brain's telling me, oh, you're going to get in trouble, you're going to die. But I've spent time praying about it and thinking about it and reading some quotes, right? And I think the scariest part for me is I'm kind of doing this alone, I almost had a guy yesterday that I was talking to. He was he like wanted to be a fitness coach, and I was talking to him for 4 hours at a coffee shop, and I was telling like I was info dumping, and he was like dumping on me, and we were just chatting. And I haven't been in a long chat like that in so long, and I think it impacted a lot of how I think and how I used to think, because he hasn't quite started it yet. And we got to a point where we were talking, and then he was like, I was talking about getting a mentor. Mentors are great, and then it kind of popped into my brain like, I want to train fitness coaches one day. Maybe I can help this guy out, you know. And I threw out an offer like for 3 months, like 1K. I'll just show you everything I know, man. And like that was kind of a turning point for me, because I was thinking, if I have another person I could do this with and grow with, and I can show him my stuff, it gets me more influent, like it gets me more fluent in the fundamentals, and it also helps another person get to where they want to go, and then I don't have to go on this journey kind of alone in person. I don't know anyone in person that's doing what I'm doing. So this guy coming in and kind of like I, you know, but he wanted to think. He needed to think because he has responsibilities like everybody else does. Maybe he's watching this right now. I have no idea. But if he is, your conversation, like it's changing my life, man. The conversation we had at that coffee shop, and you know, he's very faith driven, along with me. I try to do everything, you know, through God and stuff like that, and it's like when you see someone that's so afraid to make a decision but has so much on the table, do they pick comfort or do they pick uncomfort? Obviously they're going to pick comfort because comfort is comfortable, right? But comfort doesn't create the person you want, right? And he sent me a Bible verse, actually, in like a big long text about it. And I've gotten these before from like clients. It's not like it doesn't mean anything to me, but it's all just like the same stuff, man. Like, I think I'm gonna do it on my own. I think I'm gonna do this, and I think I'm gonna do that. And it's like I'm smart enough to figure it out on my own. I'm like, I'm not saying you're not smart, man. I'm not saying you're not smart enough to not do this, but you understand that there's a smart decision in front of you where you could have someone helping you, right? And I can't contribute like an hour of my time, like every day for a week for dude, I could start a whole new business with that much time, you know? So realistically, he had the choice to invest in himself or not. And then he basically texted me back saying, no, he's good. And then sent me a Bible verse. And I knew the exact response to it. Here, let me see if I can find it here. But my phone loads. But it's like, you're so much stronger when you're with a group, man. Like, it's like humans are not made to do everything on their own. I've been doing things on my own for my whole life. Like, I got into the gym on my own. I got my business started up with someone else, and that's what pushed me out of my comfort zone, because I had someone to push me. But with the gym, I was learning for 3, 4, 5 years on my own. No one to help me. It took me 5 years to get what I have now, and most people, it takes them 2 to 3 if they have the right help. That would cut my time in half, and that's my biggest regret. It's not like hiring a coach. And I don't know, I'm like getting like emotional kind of thinking and talking about it. Maybe I'm just butthurt, a little baby. But the quote I fired back at him, I just sent him this, and I don't know, he's probably going to think and then, I don't know, not get back to me. And hopefully he was talking about maybe lifting today, which would be good. But it was, I don't even know how to pronounce, I'm so bad with this stuff, but the quote I sent him is, 2 are better than 1, because they have a good reward for their toil. For if they fall, one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him who is alone when he falls and has not another to lift him up. And that Bible quote really kind of spoke to me, because when I was alone and failing, I would have to pick myself back up. And picking myself back up by myself, it took a long time. Like I would go out and not be consistent in the gym or not chase progress for a year, and then I'd get back in, and then it's just a whole sum of just like trial and error, and it's just like, why am I trialing and erroring when I have a clear-cut goal where I want to go, and I'm not seeking the guidance to get there? It's just I didn't want it bad enough, and now I'm at that point where I want it bad enough, and especially with my business and with my life and with the people supporting me, it's like it's time I make a decision, you know. And it might be an uncomfortable one. And even other like fitness coaches, at least ones that aren't making, I guess, a lot of money and have a lot of clients, are telling me, nah, dude, you should wait, you should like keep it. And it's just like I'm having this feeling inside me. I don't know if it's God talking to me or what it is, but it's like take the leap, be bold. Like this another here's another note or another quote I got that really affected me as well, and it was about being bold and being who you are. But it's it's a little different. But let me see. Here it is. Think about this, guys. I'm gonna give you this quote, and then I'll probably end the video because I'm gonna talk too much, and then it's just gonna send me like into a spiral. But there's a version of you 6 months or 6 years from now, looking back on this moment, wondering, what if I hadn't taken that step? Which is why it's worth taking the leap and being bold. And I think about in the past 6 months, I've changed so much in my life, in through other people, in other people's eyes, and it's like I'm so different, and it feels like the time's gone by so much slower. And I've learned so much about myself from just pursuing a business and who I want to be, and seeing who is really there for me, who is really out there looking out for who I want to be and who I want to become. It's like you really thin out the people that will and won't support you. So if any of you guys are watching this and you're at that stage, you're at that step, be bold, man. Be bold. It's the right thing to do, and it's what I'm doing. And if I fail, I'll record it on YouTube, and then there's some content. But with the feelings I got right now, I don't think there's any way I'm gonna fail. It's either do or I die. Crash and burn. So, yeah. But anyways, if you guys are interested in what I do as a fitness coach, if you guys want to book a call and chat with me, I am more than willing. I'm more than willing to hop on and see what you guys are about, see if you guys might be fit for the program, all the different stuff, yada, yada, yada. The best thing I can tell you is it's not going to kill you if you do, right? And maybe that's another step with being bold, or something else if you guys are interested in fitness coaching. But maybe it's something else, man. Maybe it's like a girl is really on your butt about something, or something similar like that, or it's just like you need to take a break from your family, or you need to take a break from a group of friends. This is that sign, bro. Take that step and be bold, man. I love you guys.